Hi, everyone. Welcome to Transnormal Life. I'm Trixie Cat. Today, I thought I would talk to you about why VR. Why am I presenting this series to you via VR? And the best way to say it is that ever since I was very, very young, I always loved technology. When I was under 10, I would sit there and I would tear apart these stereos that we had, and then I would put them back together just to see if they would work. And every time they did, oops, sorry, back. What? You gotta watch out for me. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Anyway, scratch. Okay. Anyway, ever since I was young, I was involved with a lot of technology. I've always liked it. Uh, It's taken me exactly to right here where we're at right now. Wow, it's such a long story. Do we have time? Okay. You know what? First, I want to talk about the possibilities of VR and why I use it. The reason I like VR is because if I'm going to be talking with everybody and I'm going to be meeting with people now over my time from 2016 to 2020, somewhere in that range, I worked as the social media manager for a paranormal radio station. What that opened me up to was a lot of people who were either depressed or needed to talk, otherwise they were going through something. And I was the easiest outlet for them because they knew I could relate to the topics and all the things that were going on there. Well, if something like that happens here, I could create a VR space or another space uh, and make it so that we can have a private one-on-one session and we're right next to each other. And I think that's going to be something that's really, really, really going to help everybody because not only will I listen to you and talk to you, I'll try and give you anything I can help you with. I am not a psychiatrist at all. Don't even worry about that. But what I am is a really good listener. And I feel that VR is going to connect the world the way that nobody can even imagine yet. We have such a landscape in front of us that when the world moves forward, whatever form the technology we will take, whether, it's in our glasses and we're talking through an augmented reality or through VR headsets. I love VR headsets. Let me tell you, I've been waiting for this tech for a long. Okay, well, that was my messy van. If that went through the recording, what you saw was me sitting on my van or on my bed in my van. But in front of me, it is such a mess right now. I'm in a state park. I love this state park, by the way. Incredible dog park for Dot. It's Chatfield State Reservoir inside the Colorado State Park system. They have an amazing dog park where Dot can just go run, and she goes and has fun. Ooh, that was a little shaky. And they could run, and she has fun, and she sniffs, and she does her thing with all the other little dogs. And oh my god, yesterday I was like, Dot, no, none of that happening. No, don't let anybody get on you. And she sat there, she turned around, and she was like, I can't believe you just said that. And I was like, well, girl, shit. Oh my god, pardon my language. I was like, girl, if I'm not getting it, you can't get it. And so, like, that's how it works. And she was just like, how could you, mom? And I was like, okay. So, anyway, big sidetrack. I know. But that's okay. Where were we? That's my outfit, by the way. I like it. I like the boots. The boots are nice. I like the little coat here. Wish it was a little different, but eventually we'll get to that later on as I grow and I get all these things moving on. Where was I? See, that's the problem. About in 2018. Yeah, in 2018, I was in a major accident. I suffered heavy brain damage, okay? Uh all my memory recall neural synapses were just gone. They were just scab broken and all that stuff. So what I had to do is I had to retrain my memory. And every now and then I might get a hiccup. And if I get a hiccup, I'm sorry. I'm just a person who suffered some unfortunate circumstances. But you know what? I will not let life defeat me like that because I will move forward. And I hope everybody moves forward. I'm trying to think. Where were we? Let's see. Well, why VR? We'll just kick off. Okay, why VR? When I was a little kid, I told you about how I would take apart stereos and stuff and put them back together. Well, one day, my father, before he, decided he wanted to go a different direction in life, he told me that the military was 50 years ahead of consumer technology. And I love my dad as much as I can remember. I don't think I ever hugged him, though. I gotta think about that one. I'm not sure. But anyway, he said that the military was 50 years ahead. And ever since then, I've always fallen in love with technology. I had, how can I put this that you would understand? There was a thing where people could dial into my computer. They're called bulletin board systems. And when they did that, it was even before the internet, okay? So anyway, I built that. Well, hello there. Let me back up just a little bit. Oh, there we go. Oh, I even went cross-eyed there. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm all over the place today. Let me think. I'm sorry. I am just drawing a blank a little bit at the moment. Okay, so anyway, really, it's about connections. It's about people and bonds. And speaking of bonds, that's where I gotta tell you that I messed up. I cherish bonds. I cherish people. I have these people all around me throughout my life who were friends or acquaintances or just random strangers on the road. And when I say on the road, I'm talking about, it could be a customer or it could be just someone you say hello to. And these people have been in my life all a long time. And, I think, you know what, I have to get this off because I'm really sad with something that happened to me in my life. And I feel like I lost my soul sister. And it was all due to a series of, in order to quote a movie, I'm sorry, a series of unfortunate events. I did not handle it well. My brain wasn't ready. I'm not going to make excuses, but to give you an idea of where I was at the time. In 2017, 2018, I'm sorry, my memory is still being rebuilt and all that stuff, so it takes time. I was involved in a major accident. I was in my Nissan Leaf. I love that car. That is a good car, okay? Just honestly, Nissan, they're not paying me for this. Don't worry. No one's paying attention to me. But the Nissan Leaf, good car. Anyway, uh, I was involved in this accident. Uh, a person came through an intersection through a red light and they smashed into me. And if it wasn't for my lawyer losing the witness information, things would be a lot different now. But that's okay because I have never looked at things as a major negative because that just wasn't meant to happen. Anyway, I do love those boots. Anyway, the how can I put this? When I suffered that accident, where was I going? See, I'm just a total space case today, and that just happens. Let me think. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I am totally out of blank right now. See, this is the problem that happens when I want to say something, but I can't get it out. And the boots, they distracted me. And then my ADHD, and next thing you know, I'm just off on different subjects. Let me think real quick. We were talking about electronics, and I just really love electronics. Honestly, if you could sit there and put the electronics just perfectly together to make this world a better place, hey, let's do it. Oh my god, I totally spaced it. See, that's the result of the brain damage. Oh, wait, that's a reminder. I was talking about where I screwed up with my soul sister. See, I was suffering major heavy brain damage and the memory and recall issues and all that. And it was 2019 was a year after, so it happened in 2018. Now I'm really trying to think hard here because my long-term memory is really, really good, but my short-term memory is brand new, so I gotta get used to it and work it all and that type of thing. Anyway, she was, unfortunately, we crossed paths in 2020. And it was the worst time ever possible. I had just been recovering from the memory loss. And I mean, I'm still recovering, right? Let's be real. It was heavy brain damage. Anyway, it was 2020, right? I saw her in 2017 and everything was fantastic there. And that was before the accident. After the accident, everything changed. I hate that guy ripped everything away from me. All because he wanted to get to a fast food restaurant during his lunch break because he was so pressured for time. Okay. Anyway, I went out there and she told me one day, I'm going to make the decision for you. You're coming out here and we're doing this because you're not thinking straight. Everything's wrong because you've been living van life and since 2019 and things just, I'm gonna take control here. So I let her. I thought this is the chance something might be able to come positive of this. But there were layers in this. And in 2019, at the end of it, I traveled in November to see her, and everything was good, and we're great, and all that. And I had to go pick up a car, so I went and I drove the car first, and then I had to go back and get the van, and then I drove the van second. And it was all because my dog Dot. I just, I love her. Anyway, I made it out to where I was going, and within the first couple days, there was a terrorist attack. Can you believe that? Well, I don't know if it was an in-home terrorist, out terrorist, but there was a lot of crazy stuff going on just a few blocks away. And rest in peace, officer, by the way. I'm sorry I don't remember your name right now, but Rest in peace. Uh, anyway, I was out there. We started doing Uber Eats out there where I was. And I was going over there and I had my life threatened a few different times. One guy held a compressor up to my head, and this is where I knew from my training and from how to hold myself, how to handle this. This guy was holding a compressor to my head. No, he had to be like, I mean, I'm tall, okay? I'm 5'11". This guy was like way up here. So I'm going to say he was 6'4", something like that. And he held this compressor up near my head and he said, "You don't got no sense?" And I was like, "I don't know what do you mean?" Or something like that. And he was like, "Don't you know what I said?" I said, "Yeah, you don't got no sense." And he goes, "Do it." And I played stupid, basically. And what was happening is I was so scared for us because my soul says she was over there in the car waiting for me while I'm trying to pick up this order. And these gangs starts forming around me. And I get out of there, I get in the car, and I'm like, we got to go. There's more to that story, but this is not what I'm talking about because I'm... When it comes to my soul sister, I still consider her that, but we are at a crossroads right now for the last couple of years because everything was stacking up. And then at a time in January, this is the second month I'm there. At the second month I'm there, I go flying down the stairs. Now, these are old stairs from the old world, like super well crafted. And I hurt myself. I have a contusion way back there on my backside. I'm still dealing with today from falling down these stairs. I struck my head again, and remember, I'm already suffering heavy brain damage. Um, I'm in shock. It takes my soul sister a few minutes to figure out what's going on because she realizes I'm really dramatic. It's true. Anyway, so I go through all that, and then my mom, she sent me money, and she told me that when she did that, she wanted me to come and see her. It's basically gas money to get to where she needed to go. That's where everything got screwed up. Because I couldn't process exactly what was going on. I was trying to get a car fixed with insurance, and then I was told not to use the insurance. And then, so I was doing exactly what I was told, but everything, it blew up. When I left there, she was like, I was going to go see my mom because my mom is in her older years. And if you've seen any of the other information, she's suffering delusional Alzheimer's and delusional dementia. And, oh, Mom, I love you. I wish you knew who I was. Anyway, sorry, my mom is another really, well, we'll do, wow, okay, we'll do that one right there. Okay. Anyway, so what was going on is from this car accident that happened, this guy cut in front of me and hit his brakes and basically, yeah. So insurance was doing that, and then I wasn't going to use it, and then we were going to use something else. And I'm a little blurry on the subject because it's still in my recalls being taken care of, but I hope she understands that. I'm sorry. I really am. But you know what? Like I said, I handled it very badly. Bonds mean so much to me. And when it came to this one right here, it was the most important to me. And when a lot of static started happening, I couldn't handle it. I couldn't process what was going on. And I lost my soul sister for it. And you got to be careful because in this life of transgender and everything that goes on. Our connections, you know this, are very, very few. You want, I know, you want more, you know? Or actually, is it like more? Anyway, I wish I could do some language with these. Anyway, to my soul sister, this video is actually really for you, probably. I'm sorry. It was a very confusing time for me, and that's all I wanted to say is that I'm sorry. And I hope that maybe one day you'll be listening to this, because I always believe that no matter what's going on in your life, there will always be somebody there to listen. It doesn't matter if they're a stranger. Okay, then. It doesn't matter if they're a stranger, like on a suicide hotline, or just someone you call. Heck, even call an operator. Just communicate, because that's the only option we have when we're working with each other. Otherwise, things might fall apart, and you don't know if you'll be able to pick the pieces back together. I'm optimistic. I'm hoping that one day when I see her again, yes, I saw you in Denver, that I'll be brave enough to say I'm sorry face to face. I love you. And I love everybody out there who decided to stick around with this. I just babbled and I lost track and everything. And wherever this ended up, like I said, Transnormal Life, it's about sharing my real experiences. And I'll go into this one a lot deeper later on. But the people who are close to you, hold them close, because they might not be there soon, no matter what happens. Have a beautiful day.